What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I have a super value-packed case study for you. I'm actually going to be walking you through how in an 11-month period our agency helped 10x a brand's revenue from $160,000 a month in revenue in January to over $1.6 million in sales in the month of November. I'm going to walk you through how we had our hand in everything from their paid traffic on Facebook, Instagram, Google, TikTok, and Pinterest, as well as the retention marketing we ran through Klaviyo via emails and SMS marketing, and then what we did on the back end with their conversion rate optimization, helping them improve things like average order value and testing some offers to ultimately improve our conversion rate and help lower our cost per acquisition. So without further ado, guys, this is going to be a very value-packed video. Get ready to buckle up and let's dive in. So guys, as mentioned before, you guys would have seen the little transition of what the brand looked like before working with us and what they looked like after working with us. But I'm gonna run you guys through the stats really quickly individually. So prior to working with us, the brand was doing $160,000 a month in revenue. They had a $33 average order value, 5% conversion rate, $0 a month in revenue is being generated through emails, and they were only spending around $5,000 a month on total marketing ad spend. So in January in 2022, when we reached out to this direct-to-consumer phone accessory brand to help them scale, we ended up managing, when we initially brought them on, all of their paid traffic, including email and SMS marketing. So when we started working with them, they had two goals, right? One, increase average order value and lifetime value with their customers, and two, scale customer acquisition to the moon. So here are the quick numbers after working with us. Obviously, you guys saw that little transition, like I said, but in November, the brand did $1.6 million in sales in November. The average order value was $45 in that month. Conversion rate was 4.97%. In November alone, we generated over $500,000 through email and SMS marketing and spent over $300,000 across all of our paid traffic platforms. So by November 2022, we had literally 10x'd this brand in 11 months. So I'm going to break down exactly how we did it. Initially, guys, the first order of business was conversion rate optimization, right? Helping them improve their average order value. If we wanted any real chance at helping this brand grow through paid acquisition, especially Facebook and Instagram, we knew we needed to increase our average order value to be able to start acquiring customers on the front end profitably, right? This is very important because with a product like this, right, and an average order value around $33, we were expecting our cost per acquisition on Facebook to be anywhere between $15 to $20 on the high end, and after cost of goods and things like this, basically zero margin to be profitable on that first acquisition. So that's why we needed to implement things like targeted upsells on the product page and in the cart. So if you add a phone case, right, you're going to be upsold a screen protector, or if you add an Apple phone case to your cart, maybe you're going to be upsold a skin for your AirPods. Different things like this were one of the main drivers in us year to date, helping this brand increase their average order value by over 42%, which is ridiculous. And as of right now, year to date, the average order value sits at $42. And in 2023, we're going to be looking at continuously improving this through things like post-purchase upsells. So coming up with a few offers there, as well as further having some price increase to better compete with our competition. Now, on the paid traffic side, this is where things get fun, right? We're going to be starting to scale customer acquisition. So as I mentioned, we manage all paid traffic channels for these guys, and we're really going to be looking into diving into TikTok and Pinterest a little bit more this year as we're, getting into multi-8 figures. But our main paid traffic channels were our bread and butter, Facebook and Instagram and Google. And as they say, fancy fails, simple scales. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We didn't go from 0 to 100 as they were only spending $5,000 a month on ads overall, but we had very clear KPIs, making sure that, hey, if we were maintaining a certain cost per acquisition, we essentially had the Amex Black Card to continuously increase our ad spend. Like I said, maintaining that CPA. And to give you an understanding as to how much we scaled, as of November 2022, like I said, we're spending over $300,000 a month on these platforms. So let's dive on into it. Now, before we dive into Facebook, Instagram, and Google individually, one of the biggest levers that we pulled with this brand was the utilization of white labeled advertising. Now, what the hell do I mean by this? Well, simply as a brand, when you're running white labeled ads, what you're doing is you're running ads to your website via a different account or a brand, like from a different influencer, or like I just said, a different brand. Now, after interacting with the brand Casetify, this is a perfect example. If you go ahead and mess around on their Instagram, go on their website and don't purchase, I actually was targeted with 4 back-to-back ads from different accounts, whether it was from an influencer or a brand that they were targeting me with. And why you want to do this is because you're gonna have the ability to start to leverage reach and the audience of the account that you're working with. You have the ability to start to leverage the trust from these accounts, because listen, people trust people a little bit more than brands, and utilizing things like this is going to allow you to lower your CPA and increase your click-through rate, which is ultimately going to have a domino effect on how you're going to be advertising. Now, this strategy was perfect for our middle of funnel, again, because these people already know about our brand, they already know about our product, and now we can retarget them with a ton of different creatives, a ton of different users, like I said, and start to leverage that trust and ultimately get people to convert. If you guys work, or you're a brand, or you're a marketer, and whoever you're working with has a ton of different collabs, or maybe they have their own SKUs, this is the perfect time to start to implement something like white labeled advertising. So if you guys want to go ahead and pause this video, this is a perfect little script that you can send to any influencer, any brand, to see if they would want to go ahead and set something up where essentially you can give them a percentage of ad spend on the back end if they allow you to run ads through their account. Now, diving into each individual platform, guys, you'll notice on Facebook individually, we spent over $632,000 year to date, over $1.7 million in revenue, 2.77x return on ad spend. And again, this is coming through Facebook, so this data is a little bit skewed, but overall, we had an amazing return on ad spend this year, specifically through them. You'll notice a ton of different campaigns, but you'll notice if you look really closely, maybe 3-4 of these campaigns have a 90% of the budget, and a lot of our testing was done on the creative level as opposed to the audience level and doing things like this. Throughout the year, we cycled through around 15 creatives per month, and as we look into 2023, we're going to be looking to double this. And on the Google side, quickly, you'll notice a little bit of a better CPA, but this does tend to happen as oftentimes Facebook is our very initial touch point, the platform that creates that initial touch point. And when someone finds out about us, maybe they end up converting later down the line via Google. But long story short, these platforms really do piggyback off of one another. So as opposed to looking at individual platform success, this is where we're looking at things like blended cost per acquisition, and I'm really trying to understand in terms of attribution what's happening in the bigger picture. Now, quickly on the email and SMS side, I'm just going to show you a quick little video, like I said, of a transition as to what we've done for them year to date. In January, you can see the brand, like I said, was doing around $170,000 a month in revenue, $0 a month through email marketing. February, same thing, $200,000 a month, $0 from emails. As we started to scale in August, you can see they did over $600,000 in revenue, over $166,000 through emails. And in November, $1.6 million in sales and over $500,000 in revenue from emails and SMS marketing. Now, this is going to be one of the biggest things that actually helped us improve our lifetime value, was focusing on this. And year to date, we ended up sending over 6 million emails and over 2 million in the month of November. And you can see just quickly by the data here. Lastly, guys, I wanted to end things off by showing you, a large part of this revenue is coming through our campaigns. Here's some of our top performing campaigns this year. Year to date, over $1.9 million in revenue has been attributed to Klaviyo. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little case study. This is super, super value packed, really just pulling back the curtain as to what's possible. Like I said, when you're focusing on simple scales and fancy fails, right? We only maintained and focused on 3 aspects for this brand: conversion rate optimization, paid traffic, and retention marketing. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. At the bottom in the description is going to be a link to my Twitter, a link to my Instagram, as well as a link to our website if you're interested in working with one another. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.